This is my grandpa's old musky bait that he used to catch tons of fish on. But since he caught so many fish with it, it got really beat up, and today we're going to be trying to fix it up and repaint it and make it look like a brand new bait. So the first step was to start smoothing it out. If a bait has any bumps or cracks, it can get ruined and not work as well. So that's why we do that, and I forgot to mention that this is pretty much my first time making my own bait. I've wanted to do it for a while and I'm just getting into it, so if I do something wrong, that's why, and I'm still learning, but it's something that I'm very interested in and I'm probably going to do a lot more of in the future. So eventually the bait started to get pretty smooth, but we had to do it on all sides, so it took a while, but eventually it got really smooth. And that's when we got ready for the next step, which is painting. So we taped up the lip of the bait and we got a box to put it in, and we ended up taping up the box so it doesn't go through to the other side when we paint it. And after hanging up the bait on a string, we went into a safe spot in our garage where we could spray it, and we started spraying. And this is just the base layer, it's not the final thing, the final colors. We're gonna add some black stripes on it when we're done with this, but we have to do like 4 layers of this. So I made sure to spray every part of the bait and cover every spot, but I didn't want to spray too much, of course, because then it would ruin it. After that was done, we added the stripes. And to do that, we measured everything out and we kind of made a plan, and we cut into the tape and we wrapped it on the bait wherever we wanted our stripes to be, as you can see in this video. And that just kind of gives it a cool look, and I mean, it might make the fish want it more, but honestly, I don't think the fish really care too much how it looks. I think it's more so how it's presented to them, so how it looks swimming in the water. So then we grabbed the dark green spray paint and we started spraying. And after a couple layers of that, it was done, and here's what it looked like. But the bait wasn't done yet, and the next step was to add the eyes. So these are special reflective eyes, so that way they reflect off in the water, and like I said earlier, I don't know if the fish care about it too much, but I think it will make it easier for the fish to see, and it should make a little difference. So as you can see right here, I stuck the eye on and it was looking pretty good. So then my brother did the other eye, and he had to line it up equally with the other one so they're even. But real quick, I just want to point out while my brother's putting on this eye, the shirt that he's wearing, the Remy t-shirt, or actually I think this is the long sleeve shirt, but you can get that for yourself at my website. It's on the screen, that website, or I'll put a link to it in the description. And I have a bunch of options for designs and for colors on there, so go check it out if you're interested. But the next step of making this bait was to add clear coat. And the reason that we have to use this clear coat is to just harden down the bait, and it prevents like parts falling off or paint chipping and stuff like that. But we ended up doing 4 layers of that. Then we took the tape off and it was time to add the hook. So we got 2 hooks and 2 split rings. And then we twisted it onto the bait. And it wasn't going in very easy and it took us a while, so I'm going to skip to when we have it on. So we did the same thing on both sides, and this is how it looks. Then we filled up our bathtub with a bunch of water, and you're going to see how it swims in the water. And we also tested out like 50 other baits, actually probably more like 30 or 40, but you get the point, a ton of other baits. And I'll probably be making a video on that soon where I show you guys how each of the musky baits perform. So you can come back soon if you're interested in seeing that. You guys can also come back this summer, and we're going to be using this bait musky fishing a lot, and maybe we'll even catch one on it. But anyways, once the tub was pretty full of cold water, we put the bait in, and let's see how it does. I have a pretty small bathtub, so you can't see exactly how it'll perform when it builds up on speed and it actually gets into its rhythm. And since my bathtub's so small, you can't really see that as much, but you can get a good idea of what wobble it makes, and I think it looks really good and it works really good. If you want to see me catch a bunch of muskies, then click on the video on the left-hand side of your screen, and you can click on the video on the right-hand side of your screen if you want to see a time where I caught a bunch of bass and northerns. But anyways, thanks for watching.